Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay Podcast with myself, Nick Strum, Kevin Asoyan, Andy Simo still on vacation. Another tough one for the fellas last night. Nothing to say about it, but decent night of sports. Dodgers won the World Series, fun watch. They really blew it, but so did we. So I'll hand it off to Kevin for a quick recap of yesterday's loser.
Yep, the boys are cold, man. Another tough one. I'm really glad my game didn't matter late game because I would have been infuriated watching that game. Stayed up for it just because. But Golden Knights money line for Andy. Lost us the parlay. That was the first game to start. Kings put up 6 goals on them. Knights fought at the end, but they only put up 3, and you can't win when you give up 6 goals. So tough one there for the Knights. And then Thunder minus 10.5 for yourself. It's a good game. It was flirting with this line for a long time. It was pretty tight. The big difference here was the second quarter. That was the biggest point difference. They ended up winning by 12. So like you said, we move lines there, and 12.5 was what a lot of people got. I actually took this by myself and moved it 1 line, so I had 11.5. So that's pretty crazy. Bought a point. But yeah, nice hit for yourself there.
I think they were Thunder. They were up 18 with like a minute and a half left, and they just let them score.
Yeah, they kind of just went off the brakes. Yeah, they just stopped caring at the last 2 minutes. And I had Clippers minus 6.5. They ended up losing this game outright. They were up 4-5 for a while, and they just couldn't pull away. And next, they just blew it. They were missing all their free throws in the fourth quarter. Harden was not good, and the Trailblazers were looking decent, actually. They were making their threes yesterday, 14 for 33 for 3, so bad pick there. I'm probably going to stay away from the Clippers until they get healthy. After I watched that game, they were not a good basketball team there. Powell had a good game, but so with the loser there, we are 7-23, up 8.4 units. I'm 17-12-1. Andy's 13-16-1. And Nick, you are 18-12. 4 in a row for you. Stay hot, kid. We got to get one while you're hot here.
How many of those units came from guests?
From guests, 6.75.
So we're up 2 units.
Yeah, 1.5.
Hey, don't like that. Hey, it's not a negative month, but let's win today and finish the month strong.
Yep, we got a juicy one here for the people, so I like that.
Yeah. You want to start with Andy's?
Yep, I'll start with Andy's. He's going Devontae Adams over 56.5 receiving yards against the Texans here Thursday Night Football. Look, they got to start feeding Adams more, or else he's going to be a cranky bitch again like he was on the Raiders. He put up 52 last week in only 4 receptions. I think they're going to start game planning more for him now that he's on week 3 here with the team. So look for him to get more receptions. He did have 6 targets. I think they get those numbers up a couple, and he should hit it again. So he's a guy who can get you close to 10 yards per reception. So hopefully Adams can get that action today against the Texans, whose passing defense, nothing crazy, ranks actually no, pass defense does rank 4th, but I don't know.
It's a low number.
It's a low number.
It's a no research pick, is what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a ton to go off.
It's a very low number, and he has 2 weapons, so he's going to feed him.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, you want to go next?
Yeah, I'll go. I'm going on the other side of the ball. I'm going Dalton Schultz, 40-plus receiving yards. As we know, no Nico Collins, no Diggs, and this is almost the Cade Otton effect. When Evans went down and Godwin went down, Cade Otton got fed, and I think this is going to happen for Dalton Schultz. 40 isn't a big number. He's already averaging almost 5 targets a game, even with those guys in. He's only gone over this number in 1 game this year. Makes me a little worried, but they got to give the ball to somebody. It's him and Tank Dell today. And the Jets defense, they're okay against the tight end, but they have allowed a tight end to go over this number in 3 straight games. So Hunter Henry, Dalton Kincaid, and one other, I can't remember who it was, all went over 3 weeks in a row. So I think they got to feed the ball to somebody, and I think he's going to be the beneficiary here.
Yeah, this makes sense to me. Like last week, Diggs had 81 yards. That's 81 yards going to someone else. So if he's been getting 20, 30, he should get over that number today.
And I will say, last week, 6 targets, 52 yards. So Diggs went down. Schultz got some targets and some yards. So we'll see.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. And to finish it off, I am going under 44.5 in this game. The Texans are actually 6-2 against to the under. You would think they're more of an over team. 6-2 to the under. The Jets are 3-4-1 to the under, so call it more 50-50 team on that. The Jets defense ranks 4th in total yards per game, and the Jets are 2nd in total yards against, second in passing yards against. They're 11th in points against, and kind of middle of the pack against the pass. Whereas the Texans defense is 2nd in total yards against per game, 4th in passing yards against. Then they're kind of middle of the pack against the pass and with the points. But I like that they're 2nd in total yards tells me that they shouldn't be giving up less points. So I think that actually should come down for them in terms of being a middle of the pack team on that right now. Offensively, like we said, Texans might be struggling a little bit with the lack of receivers they have with those guys out, with Diggs and Collins. And the Jets are the Jets. The Jets on offense, believe it or not, have the 2nd to worst rushing yards per game in the league. And they're 24th in total yards, 25th in points. So their offense has not been very good. Texans offense is solid, obviously, but again, just having these injury issues, I think they're going to be planning for the run, not like Mixon have a huge day today, under 44.5.
Yeah, I was looking at Mixon a lot too today because it's like if they got nobody to throw the ball to, they're going to run the ball, but it's a short week, and running backs usually struggle on short weeks. So it was a lot going on in my mind this morning.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's a weird game. I wanted to go like Braylon Allen. Because with the short week, you kind of see the backups come in a little more, get 20 yards. It was a low number for him. Yeah. So sprinkle that for you. I
was looking at Fairbairn,
yeah,
the kicker, over 1.5 field goals. It was minus 165 though.
Yeah, that's the goal for the under here. It's just like on Monday night, there's a ton of field goals. It's like just get field goals. That's all you got to do. Get the field goals.
Yep, I agree. I like it.
Give them the yards for you guys to hit yours, and then get field goals. That's the key to the game. Red zone defense. All right. So to recap today's parlay, we have myself taking the Jets-Texans under 44.5 at minus 148. Andy has Adams over 56.5 receiving yards at minus 120. And Nick has Schultz 40-plus receiving yards at minus 125. That is a plus 525 for the parlay. I got a boost on DraftKings. Some people don't, but 698 with the boost. It's a big boy.
That'd be a nice one to end the month on, end the month up positive, going into November happy.
Yeah. I mean, Andy, you got to get hot here and try to do a new here and go off in the beginning of the month.
We need Andy not on vacation.
Yes.
Although he was okay the first half.
Yeah. I guess. All right.
Let's get it.